Video games. Everybody has their own definition of what video game is, since I think most of everybody do play video game once in their life. But for information, video game is an electronic game that involves the interaction with a user interface to generate feedback. But something caught into my mind. Should we consider video game as an art? First thing first, what makes art an art? What defines art? So art is an interaction between the elements and principles used by artists to express their imaginative or technical skill for the audience or viewer to analyze and discuss aesthetic ideas. Basically, it is what artists meant to deliver when they are showing their artwork. Same case here. There are a lot of video games having stories that are meant to be told and experienced by the players. For example, in this game, which is called as Battlefield 1, the creators of the game intended to give the players an immersive feeling of a war, the story of a war.
They push, we push. Every once in a while, we push hard enough that the light breaks through the clouds, and a world beyond the war glimmers, just out of reach. The war is the world, and the world is the war. But behind every gun sight is a human being. We are those people. We are the jaded, we are the naive, we are the honorable and the criminal. We are the bound for legend and the lost to history. We are the knights of the sky, the ghosts in the desert, and the rats in the mud. These are our stories.
One more thing. How about the art appreciation? If video game is an art, does it include art style? The easiest example of art style would be realism. Let me show you an example of realism in video games.
Before we continue, let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key features of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets, but instead of using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film. There are around 1 million triangles each, and thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well.
Well, you can feel the visual pleasure, but how about the aesthetic experience? Art is not all about visual pleasure. It includes the stimulation of all 5 human senses. I don't think video game can stimulate smell and taste yet, but I'm sure video games already stimulating the visual, stimulate the audio, and even stimulate the touch, like in VR games, where people are actually using their bare fingers to touch an object. We are now living in a new era, where the technologies are going faster and faster. Everything changes, including art. It may not be in canvas form nor physical form anymore. It may be different from before, but as long as it carries the same meaning as before, art will still remain as an art.